Hello everyone, welcome back to our Maya 2015 tutorial session. We've been working on this ELF project for a while. This one's getting up to number 11. We got a ways to go, so we're just going to jump right into it. Last project I said that we are going to start working on the lip area, and I intend to do so. First I'm going to build up the brow a little bit, and then I'm going to jump right into doing the lips. So for the brow, I'm going to first get the total height I'm looking for. So I'm just going to grab the center edge here. For my front view, and I'm just going to extrude this up until it's at the correct height. Okay, and now let's go and jump into the side view. Kind of get like a estimation. We have hair on this model, so thinking that the brow would be somewhere around in here. Go ahead and add in some edge loops to help me kind of round off the surface a little bit. I have on insert with edge flow. That's the reason why it auto bended itself, which isn't bad. It'll actually work perfectly. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at it from this view. Okay. Now I can start to extrude this area up. I'm doing this manually because I want to try to keep a rounding of the faces I'm going up. If I did it straight across, I would have to deal with pretty much a flat plane here and have to round it all off manually anyways. So this way I'm hoping to kind of get away from some of that. Okay, and we'll just extrude up to the top for my this one here. You can tell the vertex over here is already going to be a problem in the background, so I'm just going to fix that right now. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and bridge these together. First, I'm just going to get rid of this one for now. I'll add in some more edge loops later on, but I don't need it right now, so I'm just going to do a delete edge vertex. Then I'll bridge these two together. And it looks like I need to actually have one extra edge loop for this part here, so I'm just going to push this one here apart a little bit. And then I'll drop in an extra edge loop. And then I'll be able to append in the polygon there. Okay, that's looking good. I'll just grab these three edges and extrude them on this way. It's looking okay. Do it one more time. Okay. And then I'll use my target weld tool, my modeling toolkit, to finish these parts off. There we go. Looks decent. Okay. Check the smooth version of it. Not too bad. Okay. I think that this part here needs to go back a little bit because the cavity of the eye doesn't really extend that far. Rotate it a little bit, maybe. That helps. There we go. That works for now. I'm going to use my smoothing tool later on to kind of adjust this geometry, to sculpt it to where it's more accurate, not so lumpy. It's not going to be spending too much time with this. Trying to get work correctly. That'll be good for now. I'll go ahead and extrude out a little bit for the cheekbone area. Progress that just a little bit. Okay, and I'll target weld these two together. Keep that edge flow going. Alright, that's looking decent. Let's go ahead and start on the lips like I had promised. Okay, real quick though, I just want to see how we're doing as far as mirroring goes. That's looking decent. Nothing really bad about that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in a new piece of geometry to help us with creating our lips. So I'm actually just going to use another sphere. Let's go ahead. Sphere. Bring it up. I'm going to lower the divisions from 20 to, let's see what 10 looks like. Yeah, I think I can make 10 work. Okay. I only really need a portion of the sphere, so I'm going to delete off the bottom half, and I'm going to take this object here and kind of flatten it out. But I need this one here, so I'm going to delete off that as well. Okay. Now is what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to use this as kind of like a mouth plate to kind of get this going. I'm going to jump back into my orthographic view, get to my front view here, and I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees in the X, and I'll scale it down. Okay. Good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually use these vertexes here to kind of create the shape of the lips. These lips are, it's funny, they're also kind of off to the left a little bit, so maybe I'll freeze the transforms, translate just a little bit off to the side so that it's more centered. As you can see, like this is like the thick part of the bottom lip, and this is also the dip near the septum. So I want my lips to be centered on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this out a little bit more. Mainly I want this edge loop along the top not to interfere with the lips at all. I'm going to take the vertexes, and each vertex I'll just place where they need to be, which is about right there. That one goes up back here. This one. Sorry. So I'm working symmetrically. I wonder if I can actually, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Let's go to tool settings, see if we can turn symmetry on. There we go. Now we can work symmetrically. Now I don't have to worry about having to go through and make sure it all works correctly. That's the corner of the mouth. Still a little bit high. Bring it down a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at it from the side view, see how that's turned out for us. And the side view, of course, is not going to cooperate because it's not a perfect matchup. I think this is going to be a problem child. Alright, so let's just get rid of the outer face. I don't think we actually need that, because that seems to be in the way. Just delete that. Okay. Go to vertex mode. Let's grab these ones at the bottom here and just get that shaped. Okay, that works. Let's deal with. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to delete off this intersection face. We don't really need that. We're going to be extruding the rest of the lips in. So once I have the vertex placed the way I like them, which this vertex actually needs to be more down here, kind of more back, I believe. Lips are kind of tricky, so just like the every other part of the face actually. Okay. Let's drop in a couple edge loops there, help me define this area. Okay, let's go ahead and start working in the actual lips themselves. So what we were initially doing here is just kind of setting up this boundary, turn off symmetry, so that once we start extruding these lips in, it would make sense. Let's take a look again from side view. They're too high up from this view. I'm going to really go from, I think the side view is the way I'm going to commit to, because the front view just doesn't give me enough information. It just doesn't quite look right either. Okay. Okay, that'll work for now. Let's go ahead and extrude in some of these faces in here. Okay. Go ahead and extrude the bottom lip. Okay, so now we've got these lips roughly extruded out. Obviously, a lot more refinement needs to happen here. But we're going to start to kind of make where these edge flows from these lips actually come together. So what I need to get out is my target weld tool and start welding some of these points together. So for instance, this one needs to come up here. And for you who are familiar with doing this kind of modeling, yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm just taking an approach that I'd learned recently and figured it'd be a different way to go. Also, yes, I do know that I don't need to necessarily fumble with this side so much that I'm going to have to leave it off and mirror it. But again, I'm just working it through. Okay, let's go ahead and delete off the side and mirror it. Got to straighten the scale on one part apparently. There we go. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Let's go ahead and work on adding some more geometry to smooth this out. Also, these corners here need to be straightened out. Had some problems with those when it comes to animating them. Okay. Drop in an edge loop here. Let's okay, that's looking right. Let's go ahead and give more of a chin. Okay. Take some of these vertexes and push them back a little bit. That's looking pretty good. Too bad. Again, still need some more refinement, but once we get this geometry starting to work together, then we can start working on that as well. Let's see about how long the chin is here. We've got a little ways to go for the chin. Let's go ahead and bring this down just a little bit right here. And we're going to extrude. Extrude again. Extrude again. Okay. And let's front. It's got a little ways to go here, but let's see about scaling these two together. Narrow up that facial feature. I'm going to go with a longer chin. I know that looks kind of short in this one, but the lips, if, for instance, if we go through and freeze transforms and then elevate this up to see that from the front view that works. That actually is the right height. The lips are right where they need to be. I think the lips need to be a little bit wider, but I'm going to leave that for a little bit later. Let's go ahead and put that back down to 0. I want to attach this in with the rest of my geometry here. Means I need to narrow up this region. Probably means I also want to mirror too before I go and do that. Let's go ahead and take this group here and narrow that up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. These also have to be a lot closer since I already have a. Well, actually, no, they don't. No, I think about it. Nah, we'll make it work. Yep. So what we gotta do is we gotta recenter this to where it's back in line with the front orthographic view. Okay. And we gotta ditch half of it. Okay. This one and this one here we need to combine. Okay. And now we need to get rid of this top strip right here. Let's delete that. And we'll use our target weld tool to attach these two together. Okay. Alright, that's some progress there. Now the rest of this has to flow down here, so you can see how there's these edge loops that are going to be coming down here wanting to connect. This one will connect over to this one, I believe, but this one needs an extra edge loop coming in here, so I can go ahead and add that in. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and shape this a little bit. Alright. Let's go ahead and target weld that one together. Not that way. Go up to it. No, it doesn't distort with the shape of the nose. Same deal here. I think that we need. Let's see here. Let's see what happens if we do this. That looks. That's too sharp. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and drop in one extra edge loop here. No? Okay. Let's go ahead and undo that. We'll turn on insert with edge flow. That should help us out a little bit. I don't have to do so much manually pushing and pulling on this. I did make this part here pop out, which changes the shape of the lips, which I don't want to have happen. Okay. There we go. Let's go and target weld this one together as well. Okay. Now what I could have happen here is I can create another edge flow where it just comes around this way, which is probably the smartest move I can probably do at the moment. This one here is kind of pointy at the end. I need to bring this one, rein it back in, so let's go ahead and the geometry isn't too funny looking. Let's go ahead and hit extrude. Okay. We'll do a target weld on this one. And I'll target weld this one up to the nose. I can take the nose and have that geometry flow down to this part here. That looks good. Okay. Probably have one more extrusion that goes on here to capture the chin as well. We're also going to have like the edge flow is going to kind of go underneath where the cheek is, so I can't keep going. I eventually have to redirect my edge flow. Okay, target weld. Okay, that looks good. This one I can already tell is getting a little bit too narrow. This is supposed to be going out this way, so some of these edges here need to be pulled forward and out. Let's see what we look like from the front view. That's right. Let's I'm gonna unlock my front view and make to where I can that works a little better with what I'm working with here. There we go. That should be a little more accurate. See what I'm saying? How it needs to be wider going out to match the jawline here. And it's wanting to kind of go. It's going back too far. I think is what's happening. Makes the face a little bit too narrow. I know it's an elf, but starts making the face look squashed, not careful. Okay. Alright, just notice we're at over 30 minutes, so let's see, this might be a good stopping point. Head's looking pretty decent. Let's go ahead and just test the mirror. See if I get lucky. I might have to realign that center line again. Yep, gotta fix the center line. Alright, face is coming along. Not looking too bad. Just got to fill in the cheekbones now and flesh out the rest of the head. Jawline. So, making some good progress here, guys. We got a little ways to go, obviously. But we'll see you guys next lesson.